Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso here on SABC3. Thanks for joining us at the start of a brand new day. Now, nothing is more powerful than oozing confidence and standing out from the rest, and no matter what your industry is. And these days, it's easy to fall into the trend and rather than master your own unique sense of style. And so today, we're chatting to our very own style maven, Thabiso Makhubela, and beauty and fashion editor Nox Mafu to find out how Uncle Tabsy masters his look. And you really have. You've switched it up a little bit.
I actually have gone and changed my outfit for a bit. I do this often at home.
Yeah? Just go around changing outfits.
It's not always easy at work, but this is something I do almost on a daily basis.
Tell me about why you think it's so important to master your own sense of style, and how would you describe yours?
I think, it's very important, and it's a journey, and that's the nice thing about it, and that's why you call it mastering your style. I think for me, like many other guys out there, I've, for a very long time, struggled to find this sort of a style expression, the style identity, and it's taken me a really long time to get to it, but I think it's an evolution that comes only from exploring yourself and experimenting with yourself until you get to that point. So I think it's important because it speaks to the fact that you've taken the time to really interrogate yourself around how you want to be received by people, what message you're trying to convey to people when they get to interact with you, when they do meet you. And that comes across in your style, right?
Yeah, we're looking at all of the evidence here in these pictures. I mean, wow, look, even, did you command the shadows to do that?
Well, yeah, that's what happens.
That's out of this world. Nox?
I mean, I literally, the positions, the angles. I mean, Thabiso, I've really enjoyed the fact that he always knows how to really play with different blazers and play with the structure also. So, yeah.
Take us through his look today and why you think it's so perfect for him.
Well, I mean, of course, I think we're going to have to get you to stand up so people see what's really going on.
You don't have to ask twice.
I think Thabiso's always understood how to play with colors. I think what we have here is a palette that truly works with his skin tone. I love the tailored finish in the pants, and of course it's complemented really nicely, the white and the grey, and then that pop of color just to say what's good, But it's really, really tailored, a very, very classic style, and I love the minimalist approach here. So very Thabiso also. I mean, without a doubt, you know that this is him, so I think it's on trend.
Yeah, he certainly feels it as well.
Thank you, guys.
Tabsy, tell me about your tip when it comes to grooming, and what is it that you take very seriously when it comes to your grooming regimen to help you look the way that you do?
I think the idea of grooming can be very intimidating for a lot of guys. I mean, when you mention grooming, guys think of a whole closet full of products for your face, for your hair, for your beard and all of that, but it doesn't really have to be. It's easy to even think. I've had guys who come up to me and say, but you're like hectic into grooming, but I'm not really. I think the idea of grooming for me is really just getting the basics right, and it's just that consciousness around taking care of yourself and looking after your grooming.
Yeah.
So for me, the idea of that is skin, very, very importantly. For a range of reasons. I mean, number one, because I do work on TV, and so you do want to look good for that. But otherwise, because it makes me feel confident. So taking care of my skin is important. Looking after my hair, and I don't have a lot of hair at the moment. When I do have hair, those hair cuts, that trim and that fade adds so much, and it adds so much to mastering your look, to elevating your look. For guys like me, for example, who don't grow much facial hair, I don't grow a beard. I don't really grow much of a beard. But when you do trim here and there, and you do neaten it up, it says a lot about the fact that you care about your appearance, but that you actually are doing it for yourself as well, because at the end of the day, it is about yourself. And the grooming is exactly that. It's about thinking about how you want to make yourself feel first, and that in turn translates in how people like Nox then look at you and nod the way that she's doing now when you walk into a room.
100%, because I agree.
Spellbound by everything that you say. So Nox, what advice then would you have for those looking to master their look?
I think the most important thing really, like, Thabiso said, that is to really listen to what feels good on your body. I think it's to be able to try new things and be able to really see what works for your silhouette. I think a lot of people tend to think if it looks good on Thabiso, it will look good on me, and that isn't the case. So really try with classic lines, try something that really, really is going to play with your shoulders in the way that we've seen here, but really simple is better. Minimalism works. monochrome, I think, also tends to work. So choose your colors and play with them.
Oh,
in a
look
way.
at that.
I mean, look at that.
Wow.
And it's so simple.
Exactly. It's about taking layers. I think men really have the great posture to be able to play with coats. Tailored clothes look really good on them. And so the layering also is the star when it comes to styling. And especially in winter, you can really, really play it up and also look classic in a way that is very understated and high-end.
You certainly have inspired me this morning. These looks are fantastic. Certainly you'll be looking at my lookbook for this coming season.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Uncle Thabiso.
Thank you, Kat. And
an
yes, I
inspiration.
mean, you'll agree with me that you've been quite overwhelmed, Knox. Looking on the left, you see me rocking this. You look at
then
Katleho and
it's a
you see
lot.
him rocking that. You're like, where do I look? Where do I look? What do I
Guys,
do?
help me, help me.
Anyway, listen up, you at home. We've got some very good news because Big Flex wants you to master your look. So they're giving a 5,000 Rand shopping voucher to one lucky winner every week for the next 4 weeks. So to stand a chance of winning this week's shopping voucher, reply to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook page or Twitter page and tell us what hashtag Master Your Look means to you. And of course, don't forget to use that hashtag Master Your Look. Get your shopping shoes ready. And of course, this week's competition closes at 12 p.m. on Friday, the 10th of July. And terms and conditions can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Get entering and good luck.
Master your look with Big Flex.